right now, Val. I think you should be called the Parfessor, because all this young man does is rack up par.
Parfessor. I love that, actually.
He's the Parfessor. He's the Parfessor. Let's go.
And if you're looking for collaborations, try and reach out.
No, we're going to rely on you in the comment section. Let's head on over to Warren County, New Jersey, where we played each one of the public golf courses there in this county. And yes, we've rated them. Starting off at our first course here, Fairway Valley.
So let's take a look here at Fairway Valley Golf Club. The course was built in 1969.
Let's go out here and see how impressive this 4.5 on Google, which is pretty high, out of 106 Google reviews. And we walked right in there with no tee time, set the tone for a Saturday round of golf, playing 9 holes. The clubhouse is pretty small, but they do have pastries, so let's zoom on in to Washington Township, New Jersey. For this beautiful 9-hole course tucked in the mountains, it really feels like you're outside of New Jersey. It's about an hour and 30 minutes from New York City. The course, well, it stretches just under 3,000 yards at 2,992 yards from those back holes of great golf, but there's still another 9-hole course in this county that we have to take a look at. There's some great golf overall in New Jersey, and that's why we're trying to play all the courses in the area. Swinging over to our next course, Blair Academy.
Mind if I get back here and just get a little footage here? You won't be in it. There's only one course in New Jersey that has a 9-hole golf course on a high school, and we're at it right now here at a school called Blair Academy. And these are the courses we're taking a look at. Interesting 9-hole, cheap, affordable course.
So knocking on the door on a Friday morning and going out there and playing this course that stretches 3,000 yards for a par 35. It has a 4.5 on Google, so looks like a pretty great golf course to at least take a look at and visit. And that's what we
here at Blair Academy, a boarding school inside New Jersey that does have a 9-hole golf course. And this is a prestigious area and a prestigious 9-hole course built in 1931. We're going to go through the history of this course, the golf designer, and we're going to talk a little bit about the fun facts about this facility, which has a giant science center, and we're all about that. So come on, take a look here with the Parfessor.
And at the time when it opened, it didn't have the modern equipment that golf courses have now. There was almost 13 people working the course every day just to keep up with the maintenance of it. Now, we got one folk just kind of running around.
Clubhouse is located actually, I believe, in the sports auditorium. However, they do have a separate clubhouse here. We're going to go through the history of this golf course, 1930s, and the actual foundation of the academy, which was formed in 1848.
The first hole is a pretty strong dog leg right. So if you have a slice, take out the big dog. That's the old history here at this course that we're here for. You can tell right off the bat, the cobblestones, the rocks. The course was founded by John Blair, who really took his heart and soul into this academy. It's a school now. And then of course, the golf course was built in 1931. Outside of the architectural parts of the golf course, you have some of the old maintenance material. And the course did have a redesign. You have the old tee boxes here. You got the soccer field, the courts. This is a massive facility. The course had a redesign because they added a lot of amenities. And with only one other facility that is a high school and a golf course, we're looking at the only one that is actually public. This is pretty challenging for a 9-hole course. You got hidden bunkers on some of these par 5s as you get up here. You think you're good, but you're not. The putting green surfaces are hands down the nicest part of the course. They're going to aerate tomorrow. So we did luck out with that, but we get to see. Definitely is a mountain golf feel to it. Some of these holes you hit right in the middle of the fairway and you might lose that golf ball.
but you won't lose your spot here at number 4. With 3 more courses to take a look at, let's look at our oldest one on the list, the historical Rock Ridge Golf Course, zooming into history if you take a look.
Take a look here at Rock Ridge Golf Course, built in 1919. At one point, this course was considered a 1-star, but not anymore. It's a premier destination for historical golf. What's going on over here? Originally one of the first golf courses designed in New Jersey, built by Herbert Strong in 1919 to 1921. The course officially opened for play in 1921 when 9 holes was completed and they had a tournament. One of the few courses I've been to where there's 4 different name changes. The original name of the 9-hole golf course that used to sit here, Mosho Nikon, that was the 9-hole private golf course, which was then changed to a public golf course called Hidden Hills in the 60s. This was a happening spot in the 80s and 90s, with the nightclub being right off the main road. And we did see another name change, a 3rd name change total, to Minebrook. And that's when I want to say things started to maybe fall downhill. It was sold, changed to the original owners, which was interesting. They all put together, it sounds like a lot of money, and it seems to be paying off.
Sold it in the early 90s, and then we actually just bought it back about 1.5 years ago.
Really?
Just renovated it.
The same owner bought it back?
Yeah.
And sold it?
Yeah, I mean, my grandfather passed away, but my dad and my uncle.
When the course did get rebought just 2 years ago, the 3 brothers actually subdivided the responsibilities of a golf course. One had in-house, one had maintenance, and then one was the golf pro, which is pretty cool. Those siblings and I guess grandsons are still here today, and we were lucky enough to talk to some of them and learn about the golf history. Let's knock this one in. Get through. Oh, that went through. Get in. Now in 1958, the course had a name change and an ownership change. John Rocco was the one that came in, bought the property in 1958, turning it into a public golf course. And then we saw 18 holes, built by John Rocco himself. Are you guys one of the Roccos, the Rocco family that owns the property? Is any of you John? John, so you designed the back 9? No, my father did. Okay, I'm sorry. Yeah, that's cool. I like golf history.
Frank and John.
Frank and John, nice to meet you. 1921 officially opened, it looked like. Yeah.
There used to be a sign, 1919.
1919, okay.
The original.
And I think my father bought it in 1960.
Yeah, late 50s, early 60s.
And then he built the back 9.
Cool. Yeah, I figured I'd just ask real quick. Yeah, cool, man. I appreciate it. Beautiful course. I like.
From the area?
No, I'm coming up from Atlantic City. I try to play as much golf as I can, but this is like one of the 3rd oldest in the state for public golf. I can't get to private, so I'm happy just to get out here. Now the layout of the golf course has been pretty mishmashy. It's changed layout, so the original 9 holes kind of flip-flopped. Okay, the recommendation was to go left on number 1. You don't want to go too far. Hidden Hills? Is that
Here?
Yeah.
Used to be Hidden Hills way back in the day.
And that was the original name?
Yes. Okay. Then it moved to Minebrook.
Minebrook, that's what I saw online.
Then it was Minebrook and now Rock
Ridge. Cool. And then the original 9 is the front 9? Is that?
It wasn't exactly the front 9. You could say maybe 18, like 18 here. Just coming up with it was number 9, and they added. Okay. You know what I mean? Like there was 9 here, added in another 9. So It's not exactly, this was the front 9, and this was the back 9.
This is kind of spread out. And the course obviously has changed ownership in the 4 different name changes. However, which is ironically, the Rocco family decided to buy it back after selling it. And they didn't keep the name. They changed the name again, which it can get a little complicated if you're doing some research, but rest assured it's all on their website. And even though it's an old golf course, they still have massive greens, at least on number 1.
It stretches a total of 6,206 yards. It's a beautiful golf course from those back tees, which I highly recommend And when it was put together by Herbert Strong, originally took his time getting this golf course correct. He was also a PGA player, placing ninth in the 1913 U.S. Open in Massachusetts.
Now, Mr. Strong, who designed this course, was a PGA pro and one of the founders of the PGA.
And if you like golf history in your local area, the Parfester might be the channel for you. Let's zoom on out to still a 1920s design course, 1929 to be exact, taking a look at a historical course next to a great one.
We're here at the interesting and old Harker Hollow, built in 1929 by Robert White, who was a Scottish architect. And Robert White was also a grounds crew attendant over at Shawnee with Tittinghast, and they put together a good course. The course does have a lot of lost history here.
Getting over there and taking a look at this private golf course that now is public and open to anyone going out there playing. Being constructed in the late 20s, this is exciting to finally switch it up and hit the twilight right here at this 167-acre property. It's got a swimming pool, it's got a beautiful bar. I'll tell you what, the course itself is beautiful, and it's a Robert White design course. I played East Potomac. This historical golf course has so much rich history, and I was excited and smiling while I went over here. And as the original clubhouse,
and being built in 1929, it's very traditional. Here, it's pretty straightforward for the first 4 holes, back and forth, but then there's elevation.
And Robert White was a school teacher before emerging over to the United States in 1897, attending university at Wisconsin-Madison, and then becoming a professional grounds crew keeper.
Before he designed this golf course here, he also was a pro on the PGA Tour and competed in the U.S. Open.
He might have been just as good as me and you, putting on a card of an 87 and a 97. So he pretty much finished last in the groups. He had a big part in being president of the Professional Golf Association, one of the founders of the American Society of Architects.
It's still in New Jersey. It doesn't feel like it's in New Jersey. If you're in New York City, Philadelphia area, this might be a good destination. You got Architect, but this is the historical golf course next to Architect. This is the one arguably Architect was played off of.
It has the same logo since it opened, and it's an awesome logo in regards to golf logos from country clubs. I've never seen anything like that. The course is in good condition overall. A par 70, so it's a little bit shorter, stretching a total of 6,451 yards. But rest assured, when you get over to that back 9, there's a lot more elevation than you would suspect. I don't recommend walking all 18 holes, maybe sneaking out, playing a quick 9. That's what I did, walking the course, enjoying it. Overall, the tee boxes, everything was pretty nice. I compared it to a little bit below an Architect if we were going in that route. Architect's a beautiful golf course, but leaving a foreshadow number 1 here as we zoom on out, we don't go far. We're going to take a look at Architects at number 1 for this county, but let us know down in the comment section which one's your favorite.
Let's take a look at Architect Golf Course.
Because there's no other doors than what I'm talking about.
And on this channel, we really love golf design, so we had to come out here. It's in New Jersey. It's a little bit of a drive, but coming out here and to see each one of the holes, we're going to talk about each one of the golf designers on each one of these holes, and maybe even dig into a little bit more on other videos. So if you like this type of stuff, subscribe down below for more of the Parfester and educational public golf courses in your neighborhood. Each one of the holes represent a different golf designer, so it's a course I've been wanting to get over for quite some time. A Stephen K designed one. I'm starting to really like a Stephen K design course, and you can tell he really highlighted golf history with this course, so we're happy to be out here. Originally built in 2001 by Stephen K, this course is designed for golf designers. Really, each one of the holes represents a famous golf designer in history, and we're starting off with the old-fashioned father of golf here. All right, we're moving into the first hole here. First hole here is based after Thomas Mornis, who's the godfather of golf design. And these are pot bunkers, which are kind of an old-fashioned type golf course feel. I gotta get there. God,
The next hole here, we have number 2 is our first par 3. We got 3 bunkers right up there, and it does drop off. And he was known for these type of holes, so let's just get one up there. Got a 7. These greens are nice though. They do roll nice.